Hello there everyone, this is I Am Mark III and welcome back to Cliff Empires.
Medium construction
This city is so thoroughly in trouble. Now the fact is, of course, it's going to be cheaper for me to... Well, it's minus 500. Actually, what's the defensive turret cost? 160. Huh. Okay, that's interesting, actually. Some things cost a lot more to rebuild. If I'm reading this right, the rebuilding fee is a flat 500 credits, but I could reprocess the rubble if I still had a flipping recycling plant, which I don't. How much is a recycling plant actually? Yeah, 400. I could rebuild it for 500. I think that, well, it kind of shows that the Marauders are more a recent addition, to be quite honest with you. Oh dear. Right. My apologies. Right, let's get back to me absolutely sucking. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell our much suffered city to build a new recycling plant, and then I can start to recycle stuff, because I can recycle stuff into matter, which I can sell for, you know, extra stuff. If you're above 30, sell that actually, and also you can emergency buy for food as well if you need it. So this city's gonna be dependent on handouts basically. But what were you? 500 to rebuild a battery station. 500 to rebuild the colonnade. Yeah, the rebuilding fee does not take into account what was destroyed. I mean, 150, 4 matter, 3 water, and 5 batteries. So there is some extra materials in there, but not 500 credits worth. Sorry, bitcoins. Are they bitcoins? Cryptocurrency, that's the one. So yeah, some of this stuff is flat out. It's much more economically viable to just recycle it. I mean, 360 plus some supplies which I have to buy in. But yeah, this city's in so much trouble. In fact, I'm going to rename you. Let's make a name from that good old gospel, Warhammer 40,000. You are now Necromunda. Yeah, City of the Dead. Or rather, Planet of the Dead, but... Necromunda. Interesting piece of 40k lore that, but yeah, we now have that in our Cliff Empires. I think Heaven Water should be... Since it's standalone, it's not connected to the others. I think, since it's by itself... because of course, Ion's Folly. I still absolutely love that name. Thank you once again, Epic, for coming up with that one. It is a wonderful name, and I've been using it ever since I remembered it. So, even in all of my single-player games, it's like, Ion's Folly is around. It's like, yes. Quiet Coast. I don't know what to call this one, honestly. I'll think of something, though. Okay. Right, you are operational, at the very least. You are going to get housing up in short order. I'm going to set you up now. So, sell above 50, so excess materials, stuff like that gets sold off. You're going to be fishing, so let's get 50 on that as well. Above 50 batteries, yeah. So, lots of potential trade going on. Just to help feed these cities. But the thing is, I'm going to be making sure to give these things a slightly better defensive setup than before. I also need to get research for soil and matter deposits and all that jazz. Because, geez, also you can upgrade to a electric. You know, crank out the building materials.
Large construction completed.
Oh yeah, this is all going up. This Ion's Folly is ready to get started.
Huge construction completed.
But I'm building them denser than before. So this one, your food supply will come from a port. That's why I told you to have fish. which I'm going to put there, I think. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm going to put fishing there. So this place will be generating fish for it to feed its people with. This one, you know what, that'll be okay as well. Yeah, I'll give you some fish too. I'll just pop you down there. Because that's going to be next to the defensive cluster. There we go. Because this city is going to be defended by defensive weaponry mostly around here to start out, you know, right in the middle of the city. So I'm building the cities to defend themselves. Gas shock horror. This one's going to have defenses mostly around this bit here. So that's going to be good. How is Necromunda doing? I almost called you Necropolis. The problem is your lack of power and your lack of funds. Though, by those two powers combined, it is a really sucky place to be. Just going to start getting stuff up. Your cost 400, your cost 400.
Leaving the city.
Yes, I know people are leaving the city. I have no idea why. Resume building. Unfortunately, I don't get anything back for demolishing, I don't believe. So, nothing to be done about that. You would be great if you could actually get built up, but you're not going to. For quite some time. Speaking of, though, that reminds me, I should put in town squares. Because money is good. So I'm going to get some money flowing in the other two cities. Even if it's just a very passive from a couple of meeting squares. It's still money, end of the day. It's still going to help.
Medium construction completed.
Also, your setup as well. I should set you up too. 50. 50. In fact, this place is better set up than the other one. 50. You need to maintain your uranium stocks actually for this thing. So I'll set auto buying if there's like less than 10 uranium in stock, just to make sure that these places maintain at least some uranium to keep the landing pads operational. There's no intercity links because, unfortunately, Necromunda is the central city and that's the one that got bombed to pieces. So we're going to have to investigate different options for trading materials around the place. You guys are still working on that, aren't you? Yes, you are. One more, really? Come on, one more. There we go. Okay, you've got people. You've got upgraded people. Ta-da! People upgraded. Iron's Folly is starting to come along. We need water now. Of course, we want the cheap water option because I'm a cheapskate, so flat out water extractor. I'm thinking pop it like
Medium construction completed.
here? Nah, I'm not sure where to put it. Let's just pop it here, actually, next to that. So there we go, water extractor. So you will start generating water. You will also start to generate food in the form of grain and stuff. Let's see, I need 1, 2. Put it there, I guess. So yeah, this is generating water, it's generating fish, generating grain. It's going to be okay. Its only problem is it lacks power. And it is... wind is the best cheap option for this. So let's start getting some wind production going on as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2.
Medium construction completed.
Okay, I see how this is going. Generates 10, generates 5. Workplace is 1. Workplace is 1. So if I built 2 Darius turbines instead of 1 basic wind turbine, it would be 2 workers instead of 1. But the city would have some aesthetics going on as well. Which is just fine, actually. Let's pop it like that. So there we go, 3 Darius turbines, and I think I'm slotting a missile launcher into the 4th slot. So there we go. Right, Quiet Coast, how are you doing? You are ticking along quite steadily. I did pause the building of the water extractor, but I'm going to let it do that now. Expand. You guys are flying around doing all of that. I should actually priority 1 the trading posts in both places, just to make sure that the drones try to move that stuff. Necromunda is actually in the negative now, because of how messed up it all is. The drones are trying, bless them. But they can't import... They can't import stuff without money. So I'm actually going to tell them to stop doing that. Actually, I think that's why it's gone into the negative. I mean, they just bought a bunch of stuff. Okay. Right. However, the wave timer is ticking very aggressively. So I need to be ready to deal with all that. Yep, you're fine. Selling you a bunch of extra bits and bobs. Thank you. So yeah, these 2 places are actually doing okay with what's going on at the moment. Let's get things going.
Medium construction completed. New citizens arrived.
I've not set
Tiny construction
the coast
completed.
with power or crops yet. That's the next bit. So let's get crops going there. Your power is going to come. You don't have wind, but you have sunshine. So sunshine, rainbows, and lollipops and cannons. Whatever is needed.
Completed.
Let's pop them. Let's put 2 of them down. And we also need a battery pack, of course, because, you know, solar. And I'll put that... let's pop that there. That's something I've not done with Iron's Folly. I've not given you a blooming battery station, have I? Right.
New citizens arrived.
Oh yeah, look at those pretty lights. Okay. Still running on battery power, though. I'm thinking...
Large construction completed.
Pop 1... here, actually. And then I could put a harbour next to it. Yeah, that'll do. So, you're doing that. Quiet Coast is ticking along. Necromunda is royally boned. Pardon the language. One of the things I've been thinking of is like what kind of language to try and put into things. I mean, I'm even toying with like doing guides and instructional videos and things because I'm seriously thinking about what I can try to do to actually seriously take the channel somewhere. So I'm not entirely sure, but let's just say I'm being heavily influenced by like people like Arch and stuff like that. It's like I've also been watching Xbox Ahoy's old weapon demonstration videos and things. It's like, you know, I think I can do something fun there. But we'll have to see. Also, I just realised Iron's Folly doesn't have matter extractors. Whoops. You're completely out of matter now, aren't you? Yep. Iron's Folly is living up, quote unquote, to its name, with no way to gather building materials at all. Oh, jeez. Also, matter mine, not matter extractor.
New citizens arrived.
Now, admittedly, this would be a cool style for a game like Supreme Commander. Yes, it would. Oh yeah, Iron's Folly had no way to actually get materials. Good thing I built the trading post up there first. Jeez. Alright, have you actually managed to... No, you know, you don't... You have no money. You need bailing out by one of the other cities, frankly, at this point. Necromunda is in such a bad state. The other 2 cities, though, are actually ticking over okay. This one is... suffering a little bit. Iron's Folly can't do much of anything until it gets, like, the matter extractor running. You know what? Let's take off the buy then. Let's put in a one-time purchase order for 20. So that means it'll buy out 20 as soon as it can.
Construction completed.
This place is doing all right, though. This place is good.
Large construction completed.
You know, in honour of Iron's Folly, this is the Epoch Zone. Because this is the city that's doing the best right now. Now, that said, the wave is ticking up. Right. Epoch Zone, you need defenses. How much would it cost? Interceptor squadrons are 800 credits.
Small construction.
Right, so this is the
completed.
first thing. As you can see, it's like it lets me build things onto the side here. Yeah, and the problem is though that the buildings it gives you are all like 3 tiles long, and I think the total depth of the walls is like 5 tiles or something like that. So that's a bit of an issue. Also, I can't put it on this lower level here. It doesn't look like so. Ooh, there's a waterfall there. I'm thinking like let's put a defensive interceptor station just here, so that can start working on that. And of course, we need defensive guns to help fend off the lighter stuff. So this is why I left this section here clear. So the first thing visitors to the Epoch Zone will see is... Let's pause this because the wave is getting really close. Ion's Folly might actually die, honestly. And that's... I can't do that because of the bridge zone, but we've got 3 defensive guns, we've got a side-mounted interceptor station, and we've got a missile... I think, yeah, let's put in a missile battery on the side as well. Let's set the missiles down to minimum priority, along with... well, 2 of the guns are down to be priority 2. One of them is priority 1. The intercept station is also priority 1, so it's like, get this stuff built, Epoch Zone. Ion's Folly, you are in major trouble. Because you don't have any defences yet. And the raiders are coming. Mistakes were made. You need defensive guns ASAP, but you don't actually have the matter to actually build them. Which is kind of why it's a problem. Let's start building, at the very least, 1. I mean, a defensive gun needs 7. Basically, I'm going to up the order on this area. I think that's what I should try and do. Oh, I can actually tuck a thing in there. Okay, right. So you're working. You don't even. You're still on battery power, for heaven's sake, Ion's Folly. What are you doing? I'm going to up the order to buy in 50 material. Like, seriously, get as much there as possible. Maybe you'll be able to do something. Maybe not. Also, you are priority 3. Defensive guns are priority 1, and the launchers are priority 2. So basically, get that stuff built, and maybe you'll survive. If the raiders come for you. If the raiders only hit one place, that would help, but it depends where they hit as well. My best holdout is Epoch Zone, but even that's going to take some serious damage if the raiders hit it. Oh dear. The wave is about to hit. Wave is about to hit. Wave is about to hit. Oh god, this is bad. Let's actually flip you by that and turn you around. Just because. Here they come. Right. Who are you hitting? Ion's Folly, of course. I hope they fly past the other 2 places and then get shot down, but they probably won't. On the bright side, Necromunda's not getting hit, but on the downside, Necromunda is completely messed up anyway. But oh, jeez, they're coming in the... Oh, of course they come in that way. Oh dear, and that Ion's Folly has no defences. It can't stop this. I think Ion's Folly is getting wiped out now. Seriously, I mean, it's got nothing it can do. That said, though, this is actually a lighter attack than... No, wait, no, there's 2 of these little guys. Oop, there goes the trade platform. Yep, Ion's Folly is done for. Epoch Zone is the last standing city. Yeah. On the bright side, because we've lost, you get to see what happens when one of these big boys get through. Oh my. Darn you, human remnants. Blooming marauders. Mind you, I'm still glad that they put these guys in the game. I mean, jeez. But yeah, look, they just attached. I hope they update the graphics on that, because that looks weird, but they just attached grappling hooks to the storage zone and they're just flying off with it now. And leaving the city completely messed up, so Iron's Folly is destroyed. That said, the ships are actually flying onwards. So, yeah, they're actually flying into Epic Zone's territory. Ah, are you done? Oh, almost. The zone is almost done. If only they had more building drives. But yeah, Epic Zone is the last standing city. Ion's Folly. That said, though, this is interesting as well. The Marauders may be flying over Epic Zone, but the guns are actually still firing at Ion's Folly. For some reason. So that's a bit strange, but yeah. That's the thing, apparently. Oh dear. They didn't bother with Necromunda, but you know, Necromunda's completely trashed. It does have supplies though, its supply zone is still there. So there is that for it. Unfortunately the wall-mounted interceptor's not ready. I really was building way too late for that. Come on guys, that's bullying at this point, just blowing all that stuff up, come on. Also, why is the defensive gun shooting at the stolen storage depot? That's kind of odd. Right. Epic Zone is my final hope. Yeah, these guys are just completely messed. They haven't even managed to build the darn thing because of the lack of stuff. So yeah, right, Ion's Folly, you lost your supply zone. Congratulations. Can I rebuild that? I can. Okay, good. Right, I can actually potentially get this place rebuilt.
Large construction completed.
Hello, big ship. I told you might be seeing me again soon. Oh, right. Okay, you're back. I suspect it's not going to give me supplies, though, is it? Oh, it has. Huh. Alright. That should give me supplies. Okay. Well, that really helps much. But there's no reprocessing facilities here, and this place is just a mess, so I'm spending Iron Folly's remaining reserves just like rebuilding stuff, basically.
Small construction completed.
Just to get it all going again, because it needs it.
On-wall construction completed.
Ah, and the interceptors have finished now that
Tiny construction
the enemy's actually
completed.
left. But that's all of, well, that's half of Iron Folly's remaining money just spent rebuilding
Small
everything.
construction completed.
But that's just because Iron Folly doesn't have reprocessing abilities or stuff like that. So, right. Okay, you guys are having so much fun without any kind of power supply. Oh, it is so messed up. Epic Zone. You're actually okay, but
Small construction completed.
I suspect you might be the ones getting attacked next. Let's check the list, though. How are you doing?
Completed.
We have plenty of grain. We have loads of fish, actually. Water, great. Matter, not much, but you are building a lot of stuff.
Completed.
Uranium, you're having to import that, but that's kind of expected. You have defensive guns. You have missile launchers coming up. You have an interceptor bay, whatever the hell that's going to do. Releases several interceptors to combat the air in case of attack. So
Tiny construction completed.
Epic Zone is actually okay.
Completed.
I actually set Epic Zone properly up properly, not unlike Ion's Folly, which is that doesn't look too good like that. Actually, does that block that building spot? Yes, yes, it does. Of course, it does. Yeah, get rid of that one because it gets in the way of where a path was going to go. A path is more important than the missile launcher. Though there's also the fact that there was no reprocessing capability here, of course. But At least Iron's Folly is not actually dead outright. It just got really, really badly mauled. Epoch Zone, though, as the shining hope of my quote-unquote civilization, you need the ability to continue the tutorial. So, airport is... Actually, you need more housing, flat out. You're actually... You're at a stable population, but you need more stuff. So that means you need more people. So let's go ahead and actually give you all that then. Okay.
Large construction completed. Large
Though both
construction
places do have
completed.
problems with thieves, so I think that's because of problems with the general state of the society and things.
Large construction completed. Large construction completed.
Yeah, you guys are having a lot of
Trading
fun, aren't you?
platform arrived.
I can't believe I forgot to build the darn matter mine over here. Oh, yeah, Iron's Folly has actually just spent all its money on extra matter, I think. Yeah, it did. Set that to 0. So you're only exporting stuff now, except for uranium, which you're importing. But lack of money aside, Iron's Folly is actually stable at the moment. Epoch Zone is the only place capable of growth. So, Epic will be my saviour. In theory. Let's see. Residential complex. I need of course, the airport. I just hesitated because I noticed that we needed people for it. So the airport will be positioned, I think, there? The problem is, though, actually this is... how does that compare to extra links to the other side? Bridge connection, which we might need for regular trade of material. Okay, so beyond that point, it won't work at all. Okay, right, airport. Stop getting distracted. You idiot. Right. So the airport can go as far as there. And that'll work. That leaves a little bit of space there, of course, which is going to have to be a pathway because there's nothing thin enough to fit into it apart from that. Or a subway. So there could be 2 subways for rapid transportation of people. But to run the airport, I need a 3D printing facility, which I will install, I guess, there? Got to keep in mind defensive arrangements. I think, yeah, let's put it there. We've got plenty of defences around this side, which is great, but what's our total power intake? I need to actually check up on the power needs for this place. Also, priority 1 on getting that place built. Iron's Folly, completely messed up. Necromunda, junk, essentially. It's trying to rebuild some money, but it's just so trashed it's not able to do anything.
Platform arrived.
I mean, it's not even got... It's so messed up, it's not even got any kind of materials to try and export, unlike the other 2. The other 2 can export excess. And Epoch Zone is actually generating quite a bit of excess. But the other 2 are not.
Large
Which is why
construction
this place
completed.
must be protected as much as possible, and Wave
New
5 is
citizens
coming in
arrived.
relatively soon as well. I'm thinking more matter mines, more power. We do need more power because we don't have enough. We don't have enough power coming in. Batteries. It's going to have to be solar power / battery. Yeah, need a lot more solar power going on for Epoch Zone. But Epoch Zone is short on matter, I think, at the moment. Let's see. Yeah, a bit short on matter. We've only got 12 matter in total. We need more than that. Let's put it that way. On the bright side, though, Trading Portal is very steadily exporting stuff. So,
New
yeah.
citizens arrived.
Ooh. Can't believe I'm still alive, honestly. Though that said, I am, of course, hitting the half-hour mark roughly, so gonna have to call it there with Epoch Zone standing defiant. Necromunda, still a pile of junk because I flat out can't do anything for it at the moment, and Ion's Folly, still here, though also battered because a raid actually got through and wrecked most of it. So, yeah, there we go. Epoch Zone, my only remaining city out of 3 sites. So, yeah.
Trading platform arrived.
This has been Iron Mark 3. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. Feel free to hit the like button. I'd prefer you avoid the dislike button, but I will understand if you should decide to do it. I just don't like that particular button because of it gives me a bad case of the feels, usually, honestly, and because it's own specific. But yes, ring that bell, subscribe, share, favourites, comment. Yes, try and help the channel grow, even if it's just little. Thanks for watching, and catch you all some other time.
New citizens
See you all later. Epoch Zone, you are my one true hope.